Right, I've come across the border to a castle in Scotland. Why not come with me and see what images we can find? Well, good afternoon, and you find me somewhere different. I keep meaning to do something different, and we are today. Excuse me. I've come across the border just into Scotland, and we're in Dumfries, not far from Dumfries, and we've come to an old castle, and I thought it would make a bit of difference to photograph an old castle rather than the fells of the Lake District. Although I really enjoy being out in the Lake District, sometimes, as they say, a change is as good as a rest. And if I just turn round, you'll see, I think that's, yeah, there's the castle behind me. So, and I'll put the name up, I'll try and pronounce it. I think it's Caerlaverock Castle or something like that. And we're not far from the Solway Firth, and although we are photographing a castle, it is still quite a bit bordering on landscapes because it is in a landscape, etc. So we're going to have a wander into the castle, a wander round. We'll maybe take some images in, and then we'll wander down towards the Solway, see what we can get there. And as we come back, an image like from where I'm stood now, we might capture that. I think that looks quite good. But as I say, we'll have a wander around the castle first and go down towards the Solway where the original castle was built, and there's the ruins of it. And then we'll come back up, and I'm told that there's a bit of a rise that we can go up and get a view of the whole thing. So yeah, we'll see what we can find. So we'll carry on and we'll catch up with you a little bit later.
Right, so as you've seen, I've come through what is known as Castle Wood, and we've come to the original castle here. This was built, and it's not obvious now, but it was bordering on the Solway. You'll have seen the sort of information board that I did put up on the B-roll, and you can see it was close to the Solway, so I'm not quite sure exactly where it is, unless with time some of it's not salted silted up is the word I was looking for, silted up, and then the wood's grown round. I mean, what the information board said was that it is very wet around here, and then the foundations and some of the timbers and that started to collapse, and hence they decided to build a new castle further north of here, which we've already seen. So yeah, you'll have seen I've been round the main castle and took some handheld images that I'll have put up. And I want to sort of come round here and try and get some unusual images. I've got something in mind. I might wander to the sort of into the trees, so we can sort of almost look at it and see it through the trees, just the ruins. I'm not quite sure, we'll see. And then we'll go back, head back towards the van, but I do want to get some showing the main castle in its environment, and possibly
depending on what the clouds are doing, maybe some long exposures to get some moody skies, etc. And it's not particularly warm, and it is windy. And this would have been an ideal location for getting the drone up, but unfortunately it is. Oh, there's two things. I can't remember what they call them, the people who look after it, Heritage Scotland or whatever it's called, say no drones, and at times it is quite windy, a bit too windy for the drone. So yeah, so we'll see what images we can come up with. We'll put them up and then we'll head back towards the van and try and get some images of the main castle in situ and possibly some long exposures. So yeah, we'll see what we can come up with, and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, well, as you've seen, we've come round to this spot here, and this is what I'm trying to get, the sort of ruins in the forest. Maybe if I zoom in a bit, you can see the camera there, and we've taken different exposures at different aperture. I mean, I'm not too bothered about the shutter speed. We've gone from f11, I did an f4 I think, and an f2.8. What I'm trying to get is that anything close-ish will be blurred, so you'll be able to see through to the actual ruins there. I am maybe going to try and find another spot and do a similar sort of thing, and I'm also going to go and stand back on the bridge with the tripod and get an image looking to the ruins. So yeah, I mean, I think that hopefully will be a bit different, something not just trying to capture the ruins but in situ and give it the sense of being in the sort of wood taking over. Not quite sure how well it's going to work, but we'll see. Yeah, whichever comes up best we'll put up on the video, and as I say, then we're going to head back to the main castle and get some of that in situ, and then maybe go up to this wood with an overall view looking down. So yeah, it's been an interesting afternoon. It's a bit different, but yeah, well, as I say, we'll go to the bridge, take one there, maybe find another spot at the other side where we can peek through the trees, etc., to get that. And as I say, whichever's best we'll put up on the video, and we'll catch up with you a little bit later. Right, well, as you can see, we've come back to the current castle, although it's in ruins, the main castle, and that's the sort of composition. We'll make it into a letterbox, either 16 by 9 or even 20 by 8, just showing it in its environment. So we're not zoomed in right on the castle. We've got some of the wood as well. We've tried some standard exposures that were about a 15th of a second, and we're just in the process of trying some long exposures round about a minute. We're just going to see what that looks like. There's one coming up now, and yeah, that's it. So a couple of people just walked into the image. I don't know, it's just slightly overexposing. What I might do is we'll try putting a 3-stop on as well, which would make it a minute, 2 minutes for 8 minutes, but we'll just maybe do 6 minutes because we're just getting a bit of blowout and we're not getting maybe the movement that I'd like. So, but yeah, we'll do that, and whichever's best we'll put up on the video and you can see. And then we're going to go up to, you can't really see it up there, somewhere up there there's a sort of old fortress of wood where supposedly we can look down on this, so we'll maybe try going up there, but we'll see what happens, and the best image we'll put up on the video, and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, well, time's moved on. Hopefully you've enjoyed the images that I've put up, but I was going to go up the hill, but I'm aware that the shop closes shortly and I would like to get a coffee before I go, and I don't really want to be pushing it for getting home in time for tea. So yeah, we're going to call it a day here. If I just turn round, yeah, that's the sort of wooded area where there's a fort that I was thinking of trying to go up. As you can see now, the sun has come out quite a bit. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. It's been different. I've enjoyed the time out. Just shame I didn't have a little bit more time, but that's how things go sometimes. The other thing is this camera is about the battery's about to expire, so hopefully we'll get this recorded before it shuts down. But yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already done so, please click the thumbs up, it is appreciated. And if you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe? That does help the channel greatly. And what I really do appreciate most of all is any comments that help me to tweak the way I do the videos, etc., and to tweak the channel. So yeah, no, it's, as I say, it's been a good afternoon, somewhere different, out of the Lake District. I was just sort of running out of ideas with the Lake District. They all seem to be a bit the same. So yeah, this is a bit different, and I'm not quite sure what's going to happen next. I'll try and think of something a bit more traditional landscapey type of outing, and yeah, I'm not quite sure whether it'll be in the Lake District or can find somewhere a little further out. We'll just have to see what we can do. So yeah, within danger of this battery running out, we'll see you on the next video.